Hello, What Culture? My name is Simon Miller and I want to address the elephant in the room before I even get into this video, because I imagine a lot of people will have seen the title and there'll be some cynics out there who will say that, oh, they've only done it for clicks, it's been done for clicks, and that's simply not true. If you are a long-term viewer of What Culture Wrestling, you'll know that we do a couple of whys every week, and we sit down and we discuss some topics and we try and find ones that are relevant, and yeah, sure, when we do that, there is a semblance of what will do well and what will not do well, because that's what business is. If you're running a business, you don't go, will that do well? I don't care. Let's see what's going to happen. But given what happened on Raw recently, I don't see how this week I could make any other why video that didn't just do one big shout out to Roman Reigns. Because what am I going to do? Am I going to stand here and go, oh, why WWE shouldn't go to Crown Jewel? And they shouldn't. That's my opinion. They shouldn't. I think the whole situation there is absolutely crazy. But really, when a man's health comes into question, to me anyway, on a personal level, I just feel like that's more important. I wouldn't feel comfortable. I wouldn't feel comfortable just pretending that hadn't have happened. Now, you may have already realized that this video is a bit different from the other wide videos you may have seen, because I'm not performing it, there's no script. I'm just talking from the heart. And I just think, given that Roman Reigns is someone, I mean, we all know about the Roman Reigns things, right? I've always said he's a bit like a science experiment when you do look at pro wrestling, because he's this guy that, well, he doesn't tick any box. He's absolutely crazy. Like, he's meant to be a face, but he gets booed, and WWE knows this, but they fight back anyway. So we've had so many discussions about him over the years, and the whole point was to have that discussion. It was to have that debate. It was to have that argument, because I think when you can do that and make sure there's a positive spin, be that from me or the people reading it, it can be really fascinating. But again, wrestling is there to be a form of entertainment. It's there for us to have fun. It's there for us to forget our problems. But when someone as big and as synonymous with WWE, like Roman, or anyone really, but given that, he is the big dog, for lack of a better term, again, I just think it's really important to make a video that kind of pushes everything else to the side and that just says, as fans, as people that, see Roman Reigns week in, week out, that have opinions, some good, some bad, and critique these things, that when real life happens and real life exceeds everything or gets bigger than the actual story, again, I think it's only right to stand here and say, Roman Reigns or Joe Anoa'i, I find your last name very hard to pronounce, so I'm sorry if I get it wrong. Genuinely, from myself, from everybody at What Culture, we just want to wish you the best. We want to say that, we hope you get better. There's a few people out there saying, oh, I can't believe people said bad things about Roman Reigns, and now they're feeling sorry for him. But there's two different people here. There's Roman Reigns, and again, there's Joe Anoa'i. And even if you push them together, like Roman Reigns is Joe Anoa'i. Like Joe Anoa'i made that character, and he put himself into that character. But it doesn't matter. Booing a fictional personality or someone that doesn't even exist is not even in the same stratosphere as wanting to wish someone good health and a speedy recovery when it comes to something as crazy and as intense and as horrible as leukemia, which, yes, is basically cancer. So I could have come on here and slapped my head and said, why, here's why, and we could have just pretended that it didn't happen. And I think by and large, a lot of people would have understood that and maybe even appreciated it, because it is a hard subject to talk about. But me, Simon Miller, the human being that I feel very lucky to have this platform and be able to make these videos for you, but I would never have felt comfortable doing that. And I am repeating myself, but again, I'm just speaking from the heart here. I really, really wouldn't. I asked to make this video. Evan at What Culture agreed that we should make this video. And it's just one big soliloquy, one big monologue saying, look, Roman Reigns, thank you for entertaining us for so many years. Because it's still entertainment, even if you booed the hell out of him. I've always said this, Roman Reigns was the man at giving us moments that we could remember for ages. Remember after WrestleMania when he beat The Undertaker and he just stood in the ring for 10 minutes and got booed and then said, it's my yard now, and walked out? I don't care who you were, that was television gold. And again, it puts a smile on my face because it was so ridiculous and the crowd was so loud, it kind of hit you in the gut emotionally, because that's what a big crowd reaction done. That has happened time and time again. Again, if nothing else, when we do look back over what Roman Reigns has done so far, there's always something intriguing or interesting to talk about, and that's far better than being just someone that's mundane and that doesn't do anything. He made his mark in his business, and I think that's why when he did make his announcement, it shocked us to the degree that it did, because it would be like, I'm trying to think, but it'd be like I think they said it on Raw, it'd be like your star quarterback saying it, or over here in England, your star striker or a huge Hollywood actor coming out and saying, look, I'm dealing with this, because if nothing else, it normalizes him. And I mean that in a good way, because when you do see Roman Reigns on TV every 7 days, or however much he's featuring, you can kind of make that disconnect. I mean, you don't think that in your head, but there is a side of you that forgets that he is a human being, and you just think, oh, that spear looked rubbish. Oh, I'm sick of the Superman punch. Oh, the things he says are absolutely nonsensical. And that's cool. You should do that. That's the whole point of why you're watching something, especially in the world of social media. You go away and you talk about it with other people. But again, just to underline it, and I'll wrap this up in a second, when real life hits, I think it's only right, and I think it's only the decent thing to do, morally speaking, to stand up here, use your platform for a positive. You know, I'm a positive guy if you don't know, for a positive reason. And again, just to say one more time, Roman Reigns, get better. All the best. I can't imagine what you're going through. I would never pretend to otherwise. But like you yourself said, you kicked its ass before. Everybody here at WhatCulture believes you can kick its ass again. And we'll be keeping everything crossed. And you damn well know when you come back, we'll be upping your downs, and we'll give you downs for segments that we don't like, and we'll give you ups for ones that we do like, and we'll do wide videos on you. We'll do the whole thing. I think I'll wrap it up there. Again, if this is all felt a bit disjointed and a bit weird, that's because it was a bit disjointed and it was a bit weird. I just wanted to look down a camera lens and talk about some news. I know it makes me sound a bit like an idiot. I don't know Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, aside from being a television character that I interact with every week, is not in my sphere of influence, but it still hit me. It was still a heartbreaking situation, especially with his family, his daughter, but I don't want to be too negative. I don't want to, push this man down when I have no right to do so anyway. So again, all the best. We wish you a speedy recovery, and we can't wait to see you back in that ring on Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, pay-per-views, whatever you need to do. All the best. Now, don't forget to leave a comment below. Maybe just write something nice about Roman Reigns, because I do believe in the power of positivity. As cheesy as it may be, like the video, share the video, subscribe to WhatCulture.com. I don't even need to say all this stuff. This is more just like a, like a structure thing. It's just par for the course, it just comes out. But either way, look, thank you very much for me. Hopefully we'll never have to do a why video like this again. And as Roman Reigns said, things will get all peaches and cream. But yeah, it's a difficult time to be a wrestling fan. But again, let's be positive. Let's believe. As Roman Reigns said himself, right, let's believe. And one more time, all the best, Roman Reigns. That's it. I'm out of here.